Wizard is an ode to the continent by author Patrick Chiguri that's inspired by a fusion of his culture, youth and rural upbringing. The read takes a metaphorical twist of play to paint a picture of the many realities of Africans and just how most of its leaders in governments make promise to its people but end up not keeping their word. So Patrick is joining me now on Skype to tell us more about this offering. Patrick, a very good morning to you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning to you and thank you for having me.
I think it's best that we start with breaking down the title of the book and mainly the style of writing you've used to tell the story.
Okay, so the title Mama Africa and the Wise Wizard is mostly inspired by a young lady who is a mother and has given back her skills and her efforts and all her education back to the community. And then there's a wise wizard, a young man who's gone to the city and has decided to give himself to the corporate world. So it's a fusion of the modern day, I think, push factors that are pushing us from Africa, going to the rest of the world and offering our services as third world citizens when we could be first-class citizens in our own home. So it just tries to address the issues that have forced a lot of us to go as we to go out of Africa, as we go to Europe, America, and decide to give our services abroad, but not at home.
Now, the book, Patrick, is centered around the African continent and its people. Just take us through some of the themes and some of the topics or the issues that you tackle in this book.
Okay, so I tackle the issues of our economic situation in Africa, which is one of the major push factors. Our politics in Africa that is very toxic at times, where people are plugged for being different, people are banished from their countries and sent away. There's war that hasn't been resolved for years, basically being fueled by our minerals, our natural resources. I've also spoken about the issue of statelessness. Africa has a huge issue with statelessness, especially right here in South Africa. There are a lot of kids that are born to migrant parents. And there's an issue that I also raise in the book that tries to speak more of these issues that eventually force people to become second-class citizens. So I use the play to sort of highlight the ills and the issues that have pushed Africans away from home. If you look, for example, in 2016, there was a huge outflow of us from Africa going towards Europe. And one morning I woke up to a rescue mission on the coast of Italy. And it was very sad. A young lady with her 2 kids, she was from Libya. And the reasons of her departure were just basically political, that could be resolved for Africa by Africans, and we sort of have neglected our people. And if you talk to people who have migrated, they're ill-treated elsewhere, but we have a beautiful continent. So I was just very worried as to why have we decided to subject ourselves to third-class citizenship, if at all we are regarded as citizens. And this is what I try to debunk in the book.
I mean, you speak of being made second-class citizens, and you speak about statelessness. You write a lot about how young people are the ones that are left to bear the brunt of the failures of government. Definitely,
I think. There's really no world for the youth and the young. The world is cruel to us. We don't have as much capital. We don't have a voice. The moment you try and involve yourself in some activity, you hit quite a lot of brick walls. In organizations, we hardly reach the helm of organizations. So our ideas, when will our ideas be relevant? So this, to me, is an issue that I treasure so much. I would really wish an opportunity for us, the youth, to really have that voice, that stability that we need.
You know, Patrick, I quite like how you draw the lines and make distinctions between those in power, particularly in a chapter where you talk about the ordinary and the elite leadership in Africa.
Oh, yes. So basically, I look at power in a very, broad dimension. And, we have a lot of powerful people who have taken so much from their people. And if you look at the issues that divide us, really, there's an elitist kind of leadership, and then there's just the servant leaders who are for the people and want to be with the people. But then there's the hijackers. I choose to call them the hijackers. They're not there for the people.
All right, Patrick, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate your thoughts and for joining us.